Hey, hello everyone. Hello, friends. It's your friend Lucia, and welcome. I am here today to discuss our topic, which is brand awareness versus brand recognition. Now, you might not know me, so for those that are watching for the first time, my name is Lucia, and I am a business strategist. So, what is that? What is a business strategist? So what I do is I help people get systems. Hey, GV, lovely to see you, darling. I help business owners, small business owners, get a system and a strategy in place so that they can get themselves seen on social media. Now, the thing with social media is that there's 2.9 billion people on it, right? Now, surely we can have a bit of that that percentage, right? And so what we want to do is we want to help you to attract your people, your community, create a community, build relationships, foster that community, and help those people to grow and get themselves out there as well. So at the hello, beautiful, hey Ariel, lovely to see you, mate. So today's topic is about brand awareness and versus brand recognition. What is the difference, right? Because our brand, and very, very interestingly, when you when you talk about brand, you immediately think of cold morning. Yes, it is very cold. Not as cold as some of the southern states. So it is still cooler today. I think it's probably about 11, 12 degrees. When you when you think of brands, you think of Coca-Cola, McDonald's, all the big guys, right? But you are a brand in your own business as well. And when you think of yourself as a brand, how do you portray that brand? Are you showing up? Do you know who your ideal client is? Do you know who you're targeting? We target people that are between 50 to 70, and that is our market, right? That is our ideal market. Now, we might help people that are only in their 40s. That's okay, but our ideal market are those 50s to 70s that still, don't have a superannuation, because it wasn't around when we were younger. Superannuation was only introduced when we were almost 40. So, we had 20 years to build up a nest egg, which isn't very long. When you think about it, it's not very long. Even when you're putting your own funds into a superannuation fund, it takes years to gather that money and that investment. So if you're watching on my personal profile, pop your name into StreamYard, and then when you come on, we can actually see your name come up, and we know who we're talking to. Your ideal customer. So, in order to tailor your offer or your service, or anything that is about your what your business and what your business does, you need to know who you're targeting. And if you haven't got that right, then put in the chat target, and we will schedule some time so you can have a chat about nutting down who is your ideal client, who is your target market. Because at the end of the day, we as business owners, we need to know who we're targeting, how we're going to be getting those people, and what is the next step once we're having those conversations with them. So there's 3 steps there, right? But when we come back to brand, you are the face of your brand. So if in your profile, in your anything that you do to build and network and collaborate with others, you need this. Your face is the face of the brand, of your brand. So it's really important that you get your face out there, because I can tell you now the amount of people that I go onto their profiles and there'll be their favorite cat or their favorite fur baby or their favorite jewelry or their favorite trip to Bali or whatever, right? Yes, we want to celebrate that. And, there's, people out there that are really proud of the fact that they're, got things happening in Bali. But if you want to connect, and connection and relationships is the first step in any business growth, right? You must understand how to grow and foster relationships. It's a vital part of your business. So then you can tailor your marketing to those people, to those prospects. And you actually really need to understand where they live, their age, their gender, their location, and possibly disposable income. Nowadays, there's not so much disposable income, not as much as there used to be. When we first started, 7 to 10 years ago, there was a lot more disposable income. So, some people do still have disposable income, but it's not as much. The economy and the cost of living, it all makes impacts on that. So, do you know your ideal client? And how can you grow brand awareness? So, as I said, your face is your brand. Hi, V. So, gathering information about them, their behaviors, their values, will help you to create that brand persona, that person that you're really wanting to target. How you going, V? So once you have identified your audience, you can focus your efforts, and with this face, right, with your face, on reaching and engaging. So that is growing the awareness of the target market, right? So depending on where your market or your target audience is, depends on where you're going to market and offer your services, right? Because there's no point going on to LinkedIn, right, if you don't connect with LinkedIn type clients. My brother is a health and safety person, right? So he goes to LinkedIn. For me, it's not my ideal client because I'm more about social media, more about systems and strategies on social media as a strategist. So I target social media, which for me, social media is Facebook. That's where the most of my people are. Hi, Jen. Facebook and Instagram. So both of those. That is where I am growing my brand. I am putting my brand out there. Now, brand recognition is that Coca-Cola, Starbucks, that they're recognized brands, right? And that's what you aim to get to. So brand awareness is understanding who you're marketing to, and brand recognition is when people go, oh, that's Lucia. She's the lady with that globe, right? She's a global business person. So the two go hand in hand. So pink, purple, pink, blue. That is my brand. My brand is blue. Got blue on today because I even dress in my brand, if that makes sense, because you are a walking role of your brand. You are the first face that people are going to see. Rightio. So you can, there's various ways that you can reach people, right? So you don't necessarily only have to have social media. You can have different social channels. And can I say, I love to get onto TikTok, because when you're on TikTok, it actually drives people to your other channels. TikTok's a great little side hobby of mine. But email marketing and promos. Now, we do lots of promos, as you would have seen. Anyone that's watching this, we had an expo last weekend. But that is where we do our promos. That is where we get ourselves out there and we share, what we do, how we're going to help people. And email marketing is just reinforcing all of that and some. So it reinforces that we've been in the expo. It then reinforces that we are offering services, i.e. our Get Clients Confidently program. Now, Get Clients Confidently program is our flagship. We offer that to everybody that we talk to. And when you are having those promos, yes, when you are doing that, so who here knows that they are growing their brand awareness? They have a system in place. Put in the chat a number 9 if you know that you have a brand and you're growing and building your brand awareness. And there should be a few people, because we have a coaching program, Get Clients Confidently, where some of these people are learning these skills. So, if you're in the program, put in a 9 and let us know, whether or not you are growing your brand awareness. It actually, I've just seen, what are we? It's about 999. It's being able to recognize you, right? It's growing that brand awareness. But then it's the recognition. So, two go hand in hand. Recognition is when you is when people see a live and they go, oh, that's that lady, or that's that person. That's that. I'm trying to think, like we've got people like Tony Robbins, right? Mel Robbins. We've got those people that immediately you see their faces, what the conversation is going to be around. Denise Duffield Thomas is around money mindset. Mel Robbins is about mindset. And much of business is about mindset, is about getting yourself out there, putting yourself in the uncomfortable and helping people to recognize what it is that you do, that you help people with. So, once you define your brand, then it's your audience, and then creating a consistent and compelling brand message that resonates with your audience. Now, I can tell you a story about the shoe shop. When I used to work in shoes, the people would come in and they'd try, but I fostered a relationship with those people. And that's what I'm doing here. People might say, well, I'm doing all these lives, I'm training, I'm teaching people, and I'm doing it for nothing. Yes, I am. But what's happening is I am sharing information that I have learned over time. Now, my program will help you to put all of that into your own steps so that you can put it into perspective for your business. Just going to have a drink of water. And what I mean by that is that, for some individuals, they are not even getting themselves out of that comfort and sharing, some of their skills and wisdom. When you start getting out of that and start sharing your skills and wisdom, that's when your magic starts to happen, particularly on social media. Social media, you've got so many competitors, right? There's so many competitors. There's new people that have come on board since the pandemic. But there's only one Lucia, and there's only one whoever it is that's watching this. So that is your skill and that is your wisdom. You attract the people that resonate with you, not with, the ones that resonate with the bikini-clad, half-naked girl on Instagram or the fitness guru. That's not my ideal audience. So why would I go? Pardon me. Why would I go to that audience if it's not my ideal audience, right? So you've got to know where your audience is, who they are, so that you can talk to them and resonate with them. So that is how you grow recognition, your online presence, and you can start to engage with people. Now, you've got to do that though, right? You've got to do that. If you don't do that and you just expect people to know who you are, it's not going to work. It will not work. And can I just say that growing a presence takes work. It takes action. It takes a commitment from you, because those people that are your possible prospective clients, they're watching you. They want to know that what you do is going to help them. So, when you collaborate with other businesses and influencers, that's when you can expand your reach. Have a look and see who you are connecting with on social media. There's people that I follow that I aspire to be like. I'm not there yet, but I still aspire to be those people. I love their energy. I love their magic. I love what they teach. Now, they're not dancing around and, it's about their knowledge and wisdom, their skill and wisdom. So, remember that is uniquely you. And, you get all the posts that come up and they say, be uniquely you, be authentic. But it's so true, right? It is so, so very true. There's only one of you. There's no others. So provide excellent customer service. During the expo, our VAs were onto every comment, every person that was commenting in the expo, was engaging in the expo. Our VAs are trained to comment and interact and engage. Now, they know engaging with those people may not lead to anything now, but people remember service. And what you have to remember, it's the age-old service ethic. Many people have lost it, but many people remember it. And you will find even, I'm a baby boomer, but the people, that are my children's age, they expect it as well. It's not something that's not expected anymore. It is still expected, and it is accepted really, really enthusiastically, I could say, because many people just shrug you off, don't follow up, let's let you sit there. And look, can I say that happens to me? I get ghosted. I offer service and I get ghosted. That happens all the time. But when you are customer focused and service focused, then the knock-ons from that will serve you in the future. And it comes back to the shoe shop, when I was doing the shoes. And if you don't know that story, it's very quickly, the schoolgirls, they'd come, they'd try on shoes, they'd have a look at, 15, 20 pairs of shoes. The team that I worked with would all hide in the reserve and stay away, because they'd go, why are they wasting my time? Those women, they came back as customers probably about 3 or 4 years later, once they'd finished school. One was a lawyer, one was a journalist, one was, just managing in Target, all spending money in my business. So, you never write it off, because you never know when someone's going to go, oh, I'm ready. We had a client early this year, just about 3 months ago, who signed up with our program. She'd been following me for 4 years, and she just signed up just like that, bang. So, you never know where your next client is going to come from. But if you don't ask and you don't put yourself out there and you don't offer that service, then people aren't going to know how you can help them with your skill and wisdom. And let me tell you, you've got skill and wisdom. That is, you've got buckets of it. You've just got to share it. So consistently offer that service, deliver high quality products and build a strong reputation. That's what it's about. at the end of the day, it's about your service, customer service, consistency, and then building that strong reputation. Really, really vital. So who here gives awesome customer service? Pop in the chat, customer service, please. Just in the chat, customer service. Let's see if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Let me know if you give amazing customer service. If you're a product provider, just put hashtag customer service. If you are a service industry like myself, where you have a program, you can still give amazing customer service. So, hashtag customer service. I want to know that you're thinking customer service, because your clients, they are the most important thing. If you don't have them, you don't have a business. So you must have your clients, your customers. So growing your brand and getting recognized requires a combination of strategies. So defining that brand, and then target audience, identifying the target audience, then creating that consistent and compelling message, right? So I go back to the shoe one, right? Because the shoe story is powerful. It is something that I was in the shoe shop probably close to 20 years ago. But it still resonates now, that people love to be made feel that they're important, that, they're part of something greater. So when you collaborate and understand that, collaborating with other business owners, collaboration over competition or influencers, it expands your reach on social media, and that's what you need. So, when you shut down those people that are business coaches and go, oh, no, and they might steal my stuff. I believe, my personal belief is that if someone copies you, it's a compliment, because I believe that you're doing something right? You're doing something right. And that person thinks believes you're doing something right, and they want to put their spin on what you're doing. So that is a compliment. So don't get defensive. Have an open mind and a growth mindset, because when you collaborate with those business owners, what will happen is you will expand. You may not be at their level. You might need to aspire to that level. That's a good thing. That is such a good thing. So who here needs to aspire to the next level? Many of my clients that I coach, they are at that level. Like I can think of someone that's a web. Thank you, Mel. That's lovely to hear. And remember, there's no one else that can be you, Miss Mel. No one else that can be you. No one else that has that uniquely you presentation. So remember that. But collaborating with other people is such a brilliant way to grow your business. I've done that all through my life. I've never, ever felt threatened, because when you open yourself to that growth mindset, and that's why I'm a strategist. That's why I became a strategist, because even when I was doing markets, I would go around to every stallholder and have chats, because I just grew my understanding of what they were experiencing with their business. I could implement some of those things into my business, but then things that I did, they can implement in their business. So it's a win-win, right? It's not this guarded and closed off. And you do find that a little bit in MLM. So, you will find that a little bit. And it's unfortunate, but it is a reality. And I do understand that. But try not to be so guarded. Try to expand and grow. So collaborate with other people. Try to grow your audience that way, because those people, they might have people that are following them and like my group, right? We've got over 1,700 people in that group. Now, I'm not going to be everything to everyone in this group, right? So I encourage other people to come into my group, share their wisdom, share their skill. Melissa, share your product. It's an amazing product. I'd love to have had you at my expo so that you could share that product at my expo, because it's a brilliant product. I used to use it, but I can't use oils with my liver. So when you provide excellent customer service and consistently deliver high quality products or service, you are building that reputation. And I have to say that again and again and again, because consistency is key. Reputation will only get built by you growing and getting out into that uncomfortable, which is daunting. I do understand that. I come from that. I used to shake. I would be so nervous. Even Reg 3 years ago, you probably remember when I do these live presentations, just how nervous I was. I wasn't comfortable, but I've grown to love who I'm helping. So, when you love who you're helping, you get over yourself. You just, shut that out. So how do we grow brand equity? And brand equity refers to the value and the perception that a brand holds on the minds of consumers. So when you think of the brand that you have, Mel, it holds, what's the perception that is held in the minds of the consumers? And I know what it is. Yeah, it gets better. I warm up. It's built over time, and you cannot be someone that's offering skill and wisdom immediately. You've got to craft, you've got to learn your skills, you've got to get yourself, you see those people that say, well, I've only been doing this for 3 years and I'm now on $1 million or $4 million. How do they do that, right? How do they do that? Is the $4 million the combined income of those 4 years or those 3 years? Or is it, by having a $20,000 program and one-on-one with individuals? So over 4 years, if you have that, you can, add up really, really quickly. But a $4 million business has a lot of expenses as well. So, you have to work out where you want to sit in your business plan. So do you want to have $1 million business, a 7-figure business? If you do want a 7-figure business, and that's what we help people get to 6 figures, and we're on our mission to help 5,000 people get to that 6-figure income. I want to get to $1 million, right? That's my goal. So in the next 5 years, that's my goal. So what does your brand hold in the minds of your consumers? Your reputation. What is it that people are actually thinking of your brand? And as I said, it's built over time. It's quality products or services. So effective marketing and positive customer experiences. So it is very, very difficult to get people to give you a testimonial for your service, because they've usually forgotten all the steps they've taken with you along the way. And it's very, very difficult to ask people to unknow what they now know once they've done your program. So just think about that, because that's what happens in social media. You will share a skill or a piece of wisdom, and that person then knows that it's a little bit of wisdom. They take that on board. They forget where they got that from, right? They forget that because that's the nature of social media. So, we can take it as gospel, or we can go and do research and find out if that is actually the case. But what I really want to emphasize is focus on a strong brand identity that resonates with your target audience is key. Now, Mel, if you're still here, your target audience is you. So, target your audience is you're a mum, young mum, you've got the juggle is real school, you've got older kids that have left school, so you're in that it's kind of like a transition, right? It's almost empty nest, but it's not. And then you've got the young ones, right? So that's the sort of audience that you can target. And can I just say, you can help other people. Don't just limit yourself to that target audience, but identifying and understanding the Melissas, right, in your business are super important, because that's where you can waste your energy. That's where you can put your energy. Don't waste your energy on those that are not going to be the Melissas. So hope that makes sense. So I'll say that again. Don't waste your energy on those people that aren't Melissas. Waste your energy. Use the energy for the Melissas. So yeah, invest. Cool. Yeah. And look, he's always attracted people just like him. So initiatives such as loyalty programs or social media campaigns, and can I just say, we have 4 lead magnets in our business, right? And we run them. We sit down at the end of the year and we'll do next year's map. And we break it up into 12 boxes, and then we do our financial review. We want to know what we did this year, what we're going to do next year, and then we put all the events we're going to have into that. So we have a expo coming up on the 28th. I think it's the 28th, 29th, and 30th of September. So when I look at September, I have got a financial goal of $35,000, right? So I know straight away that when we start to market the expo, we will be looking for that type of figure, and looking at how many clients we can get from the expo into our program. So I hope that makes sense, because that is how you have to strategize your business. Break it down. How many events are you going to do? So we've got 4. We're looking at another one. So currently we've got 4. Now we use promos, we use marketing, we also do live presentations like this, but we also do email marketing campaigns, because email marketing campaigns are the loop. They will actually get you clients if you consistently keep that up. No, don't be like you're dancing on social media. And look, what do I say? You really do need to put your face on social media. People are not going to buy from you if they can't see your face. They won't invest their money that they've worked for, or however they've got their money, in someone that doesn't have their face on their profile. So it's really, really important. How am I going for time? I think I've gone 30 minutes. So loyalty programs are fantastic. We had a VIP program, membership program that was attached to our group. We no longer do that, because what we've found is that people wanted more than just being able to post in our groups. They wanted to learn the skills that I teach. So basically it started as the VIP program, but it's actually now the client success program, because okay, so we're over 8 minutes. All right, so I'm going to round it up. It's a measure on how well a brand is known within its mass market. When you get recognized as your brand, then you know that you're resonating with the right people and that your reputation is following you. So high brand awareness is important for businesses, because it can lead to increased sales, customer loyalty, and brand equity. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you would like to discuss any of this with me, we have a 30-minute scheduler, and we'd love to just have a bit of a breakdown of what you're doing in your business, how you're getting yourself out there, how you're building your brand, how you're building that awareness of who you are, what you do, and who you're resonating with. So we will ask you those questions so that you can take that away and then put together a bit of a business plan, because there's nothing worse than doing stuff and not knowing why you're putting it all together. You really need to understand what is the target at the end. What are you working towards? Even when you go on holidays, you plan. You plan the whole event. You know how much money you're going to need weekly to put aside so that you can spend that. Same in your business. You need to know how much you need to, how many people you need to talk to, how much money you need to make weekly, and then how much at the end of the month you're going to, make, or what is your financial goal at the end of the month. You need to know these things if you're running your own business. Have a great day. I will I will be here again probably tomorrow, and I will have a chat just about something else that we've got coming up. And otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye for now.